His best Dirk impression, really, giving the Mavs a lift as much as he could tonight.
Oh, we do love that one-leg fade. We love to see that pose. That did make me smile. Thank you. Anytime we can get Dirk in here too, Brian, right? I know that makes you smile.
Hey, there was a meme going around of Luka with the one-legged fade right on the logo. I don't know if you saw that at a home game a few weeks ago, and that just made me all warm inside. But what didn't make me warm was Luka's frustration. Rick alluded to it, and he alluded also that there were some rough calls. And I did like to see that Luka didn't get teed up in this game, but there was definitely one late in the fourth when the Mavs were making a run that he created some contact. The call wasn't made, and he was so frustrated. He just committed a foul right there on the rebound, and you can see the frustration right there. He knows this is a game we let get away, and I expect him to bounce back really strongly tomorrow night against Milwaukee.
This is a kid that has very high expectations of himself. We're used to him putting up just monster numbers. It wasn't that night. He's going to show a little frustration, but I'm pretty sure he'll take it out on the Bucks tomorrow.
Exactly.
He had 23. So did KP. 23 and 12. Solid double-double in his return. Devin, what did you see from him as he came back after missing 2 games, one of them with the wrist issue?
It shows that he's progressing. Good numbers for him. He moved around. Nice Euro step right here with the floater, showing his athleticism on the running the floor here. Defensively, he was solid. Changing shots. We like to see him cut him away from the basket. Not just sitting on the perimeter. And he was active, and I think it's really showing his progression. His legs are feeling good. When he's feeling good, he typically plays good.
Yeah, you wondered how he was going to respond after that wrist injury, and it looks like all systems go. And you see in this montage all sorts of different moves in the post that he was able to create, getting 23 and 12 tonight. I'll take that every night from Porzingis. Being able to create inside, outside, off the dribble, the lobs. And again, you saw even on the defense, I think a lot of the reason that this defense has improved is his health and his ability to move laterally and be that rim protector.
Certainly like a lot of what we saw from him tonight, unfortunately in a losing effort. Anxious to hear what he has to say after he's been out for a couple of games and returns tonight. Here now is KP in Houston.
Hey, KP, why do you think you weren't able to get involved offensively in the fourth quarter?
Good question. It's just the plays we were running. Happened before also.
Who?
Hey, KP, number one, how's your wrist? And number two, were you told by the doctors anything about the wrist that that allowed you to play tonight? That it's just one of those things you're going to basically have to deal with the rest of the season. That you can't hurt it anymore? Can you give us a kind of an update on that?
It felt good. It feels good now. I think that's something I will deal with at the end of the season, in the off season. So for now, I'll just try to go as much as I can, and hopefully it holds up.
Okay, thanks for your talk.
That's it. Thank you.
Short and sweet. We got a little insight on the wrist and definitely some interesting response there to what was 6, nearly 7 scoreless minutes in the fourth quarter for KP. Devin, what'd you take away there?
Well, he's a competitor, and obviously he's got the game going a little bit. He would like to see more touches in the fourth quarter. That didn't happen. Obviously, Luka's our go-to guy, and if he doesn't have it, I think you kind of shove it over to KP and see if he can kind of get us going and get that spark. But it didn't happen tonight. But I don't have a problem with a guy wanting the ball and wanting to take more shots.
Yeah, and part of it's the rotation, right? He doesn't start the fourth quarter. He didn't get in until the 7-minute mark, so he doesn't have his rhythm going in, and the offense has been trying to create without him. They actually started making a little bit of a run. But you're right, Devin. I mean, they've got to, when the three-point wasn't working and you only have 16 assists on 32 made buckets, you want to feed him inside, play a little bit of an inside-out game. And he was one of the hottest guys going tonight, and you want to, I agree, there's a little frustration. You could sense it in what he said about not kind of running the offense through him a little bit. This is a night when I think that would have been a good idea.
For Tim Hardaway Jr., he had 7 of his 18 in the fourth quarter. Let's see what he had to say about this loss.
Tim, was there anything in particular tonight that contributed to the poor shooting night as far as lack of rhythm on offense tonight?
No. That's about it.
Okay, Callie.
Hey, Tim. Once you guys tied it up at 89 there with about 2 minutes left, what kind of unraveled for you? What was Houston doing